We start our journey here at the University of Sheffield's Arts Tower, making our way through Weston Park and the Botanical Gardens before we reach our final destination of Endcliffe Park. On our journey, we aim to focus on looking at the management of vegetation alongside pinpointing the variety of vegetation that we saw. Helping us on our journey, we frequently reference to a book, Landscapes Over Time, by Michael van Valkenburg. Michael spoke about the maintenance of vegetation and parks. He wrote, "The finished landscape of today is not the finished landscape of many years from now." As we head towards Weston Park, you can see the vegetation on the university campus has been well maintained and hasn't been overgrown. Most of the vegetation in this area is placed along public footpaths, and we notice here that the birch tree was quite common. Moving into Weston Park, we start to see a lot more large trees, such as Scots pine and oak trees. In summer and spring, a lot of the trees' canopies in this park provide a large good shelter for people who want to keep dry from the rain or be protected from the sun, or to walk or sit down on a bench. Moving towards the pond, we start to notice the appearance of shrubs, such as the Cornus alba, and other trees who like to live near water. The willow tree on the other side of the pond has grown next to the water as they thrive and grow best in moist conditions. The willow tree is also an example of a tree with a large canopy, which is good for shelter. Due to a pond and its water, you start to see families of ducks and pigeons. Start to clearly see the maintenance of vegetation as we walk past Weston Park Museum. The bushes and grass have been trimmed to prevent from overgrowing onto a public footpath and to also make the environment more aesthetically pleasing.
Exiting Weston Park, we followed the roads towards the Botanical Gardens. We noticed a decrease in the quantity of vegetation. The vegetation along this area lined along the edges of the paths with the possible purpose of providing privacy to the housing and buildings on the other side. After we arrived at the Botanical Garden, we saw a range of trees that were suitable for planting in gardens, such as sequoia, sempervirens, and acer rubrum. Both of these trees are adapted to moist and well-drained soil. While walking through the Botanical Garden, we found other plants such as Euphorbia wolfeni, Compressus sempervirens, and Crucis cochianus, which were all suitable for growing in full sun and moist soil. The diverse vegetation shows that the Botanical Garden is an important landscape designed as a cultural product to bring balance between urban construction and the natural environment in the city. Just as Elizabeth K. Mayer said in the article, "Sustaining Beauty, the Performance of Appearance, a manifesto in 3 parts." The urban parks altered the process of modernisation and urbanisation.
When we walking towards the Endcliffe Park, we saw a kind of tree called Platanus etherfolia, were widely planted on both sides of the road. It grows well in full sun, moist, and well-drained soil. The planting of Platanus etherfolia can bring natural shelters for pedestrians, and it can also resist the pollution strongly from urban environments. Moving into the Endcliffe Park, we referenced the article Plant Forms and Space written by James C. Rose. James wrote, "To use the plant gently, the landscaper must know the soil, climate, and indigenous growth. Some Texas bacata, a kind of evergreen tree which grows well in moist and full sun, are planted near the entrance. Some oak trees and beech trees are also common in it." with some alley vines, are planted beside the Porter Brook which flows through the park. This is not only protects the original landscape, but also takes into the account of the characteristics of these trees are suitable for living in moist environment and well-drained soil brought by the river.